sustainability actually is not a brand new concept in economic literature. Actually, in the 18th century, a very influential economist called John Stuart Mill has already described a state of stationary state. So that concept is very compatible with modern explanation of sustainable development or sustainability. So, but today I think it's very important for us to reach a consensus on sustainable development or sustainability. Otherwise, we cannot design good policy to promote sustainability by government, or a good business model created by the business community. So in this case, I would like to say the first thing is we must make sure how we define sustainability. And then from my perspective, I would like to say that it's very important to define sustainable economic growth before we define sustainability. Because right now, many people, they define sustainability as zero growth or no growth. And I would say this is probably a not very good idea from my perspective to approach the study of sustainability. The reason is that right now, if we look at global community, we will see some country, some zero growth country actually are not only poor, but also unsustainable. So if this is the case, it's very difficult for us to persuade those poor countries to set a zero growth target. So that's not going to solve the problem. And on the other hand, right now, if we look at the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, SDG, or the UN giant plan about the future, you can see that sustainable economic growth is very important not for the UN, but also for the EU country. So in that case, I would say first, if you ask me how I define sustainability, I would say first, sustainable economic growth is a very important integrated element of sustainability. So before we define sustainability, we must reach consensus on how we set the goal to achieve sustainable economic growth. And then after we reach consensus on that target, say like the least developed country, 5 or 7%, and then more developed country, low growth rate, probably 1 or 2% are okay for them. Then we can go further to achieve other sustainable development goals. So that's how I define sustainability. There are a lot of challenges to achieve sustainability. For example, right now, it's very difficult for people to reach consensus on how to achieve sustainability. And also, if we ask an ordinary person on the street about sustainability, they might have no idea what is sustainability. So you can say that we have a lot of challenges about sustainability. But from my perspective, I would like to say the first is it's very important for government to set very clear policy about sustainability. I would say that's the most important thing. So some central government in some country have taken a lot of effort to promote sustainability. But on the other hand, some government and some country are not taking this sustainable work in a very serious manner. So I would like to say that the most challenging thing to promote sustainability is that the government as a whole, including the government official, they should have a very clear vision about the sustainability. What is the sustainable future for this country in the long run? So, but you can see it's no easy task, because especially in a democratic society, because the politicians they have their term probably every 4 or 6 years. So, but sustainability is a long-term vision, and so it's not that easy for them to coordinate a policy at a national level to achieve a consensus for the country in the future. But I would like to say still that's very important right now, not just in the future. We should try to encourage government officials, politicians to set or to speak the public about their agenda about sustainability. So if they can tell the general public about what are their sustainability agenda before they run the election or after they elected, then we can push them to do more on promoting sustainability. So I think that's really vital for not for individual country, but also for the global society. The reason is because we know that the government actually use a lot of resources. And if government cannot use those resources in a very efficient and a sustainable way, then it's not easy for the society to achieve sustainability. So I think the biggest change to me, I would like to say, is to see how the government initiate a very good sustainable policy for the country as a whole, and also for the local and the state level. We would also like to see various level of government. They can also promote sustainability policy to some extent. So in that case, and then government in the world, they can negotiate and coordinate with each other. So in that case, in the long run, I think there's a great hope for the global society to achieve a more sustainable future for our future. I think right now the best way to promote sustainability is to initiate a good policy, not at a government level, but also for the business community. And at this moment, I would like to say the best solution is to promote the circular economy policy and the circular economy business model. The circular economy has become more and more popular, not at a local level, but also at a national level. If we look at the EU country, right now the EU has set a very good comprehensive circular economy action plan to promote the EU sustainable future. And then, so for the circular economy, the really advantage of the circular economy, I would like to say, is that if we implement the circular economy strategy, circular economy business model, then we can save a lot of raw materials. We can save a lot of resources. One of the main the global crisis is that right now we use a lot of new raw materials, and then if we continue to consume and the new raw material like our current speed, then there's a chance the global community will become less and less sustainable. So the best way is to promote circular economy. So if we can promote circular economy, then we will be able to use less and less raw new material, not just for one individual country, but also for the global society as a whole. So and actually this advantage has already confirmed by some country, by some business corporation in the world. So at this point, if we check the United Nations, the United Nations has already acknowledged, recognized the significance of circular economy, and has tried various measures such as offering online courses to promote circular economy. And actually, the EU has done very well in promoting the circular economy. The EU right now is leading the world in promoting the circular economy. So, taken together, I would like to say that, yeah, it's quite challenging for us to achieve sustainability, such as the UN Sustainable Development Goal. But I would like to say, even though we still have a lot of chances to promote sustainability from a long-term perspective. So if we can reach consensus, and if the government can create a more comprehensive sustainable policy and invite more people, citizens, business leaders to reach consensus, and then design very good circular economy business model for the business community, design good circular economy strategy at a national level. I would like to say that's a very promise. From my perspective, I really see a very sustainable future. May not 3 years from now, probably 10 years, 20 years from now. I would like to say if we can take action at this moment, and then 10 or 20 years from now, we will see a very good, promising result to come. So yes, it's circular time. It's circular time for sustainability.